Alright, hello, welcome to another episode of the Hartlepool United Youth Academy Road to Glory Career Mode. We are back once again. First time in whatever, I don't know how long, to be honest with you. It feels like forever since I've done back-to-back episodes of this career mode. But we are back, and we're going to be doing back-to-back episodes because I've got enough time today before I go away tomorrow to complete the Premier League at the very least, and then by next time we should be ready to go for the Where Are They Now episodes when I get back, and of course the Champions League final. If you didn't see the last episode, I will show you the calendar and I will give you the lowdown. Now, we kicked off against Barcelona in the second leg of the quarterfinals of the Champions League with a 2-1 victory after defeating them 2-1 in the first leg as well, 4-2 on aggregate. We then played Nottingham Forest and then beat them 3-0 in the Premier League to hopefully get one step closer to the Premier League title. But now what I didn't expect was that the Champions League semi-finals would also be that close, like they would just come straight after. I didn't realise it would be such a small gap, but it is. And we drew 2-all with Arsenal in the first leg to not really give ourselves an advantage going into the Emirates. But we managed to beat Aston Villa 3-2 in between, although we should have lost that one, to be honest. Aston Villa played us off the park. We got very lucky. And then we beat Arsenal 4-1. Now, you might be wondering, how the fuck did you beat Arsenal 4-1 at the Emirates? I don't know. just to be frank with you, I have absolutely no clue. But they didn't turn up. We took full advantage of that, and we won 4-1 to win 6-3 on aggregate in the end to advance to the Champions League final. As you can see here, 31st of May 2031. Write it down on your calendars. We will be playing against Bayer Leverkusen for the Champions League final. Will we win it? Will we lose it? That's something to find out next week. But today we're going to figure out if we're going to be Premier League champions. That's the first order of business. Taking a look at the table. I don't understand why our rating's in the orange, by the way. That's a different question for somebody else to answer because I'm confused. Taking a look at the table, Spurs have put on a fucking performance and a half to try and catch up with us, to try and ruin our title party. We've got us obviously on 76, Spurs on 74, but we've got a game in hand against Southampton that we'll play to kick off today's episode, and hopefully we will get a victory there to regain a bit of a gap, a 5-point gap, and hopefully it doesn't come too close in his title race in the end, because we lost a couple of games. I think I don't know when the last time Spurs was when the last time Spurs lost was. I can't speak. But they're right on our tails now. Manchester City and Manchester United complete the top four just now. But the race of Europe is still on, very much so. And as you read down the table, I think the relegation places are pretty much sorted. There's still an escape chance for Fulham, Aston Villa, but it's not looking good, Brev, as they say. Because Aston Villa, I think, still has to play Tottenham. Crystal Palace are definitely down. I can tell you that firsthand. 16 points adrift with just 3 games to go for them. But Fulham and Aston Villa still have a minute chance. But I wouldn't be surprised if the relegation zone doesn't change. Just a reminder as well, our running is Southampton, Liverpool, Leicester, and Tottenham. I'm just trying to find their running. I think they have Man United, Aston Villa, and an us. So it's not easy for either team. I'm just hoping whatever advantage we have now will count at the end for winning the league. Fingers crossed. We will see. If not, then it is what it is. But we give it our all. But obviously the main goal this year, as much as I'd love to win a Premier League to send us on our way, we haven't won one yet. It would be good to get one as well. But the main goal, of course, Champions League. Bayer Leverkusen versus Hartlepool United, 31st of May 2031. I will show you the paths to the finals of both teams just now, but I will show you again before we take on the German opposition, Leverkusen, of course. Top in their group there over PSG, Salzburg, and Poznan. They then beat Sassuolo in the round of 16. They beat Bayern Munich, I should say, in the quarterfinals, 5-2 in aggregate. And then they beat Sporting 3-1 on aggregate in the semi-finals. No reunion with George Higgins. As for us, we went perfect throughout our group. 6 wins out of 6, as you'd expect in this group. No offence to Leipzig and Sporting, but we should be getting through that without any issue. And we did without any issue, of course. I don't think we've lost a leg yet, actually. We drew a leg against Arsenal, but I don't think we actually dropped points in it. Like, we actually lost in the Champions League this year, which is mad. Hartlepool beating Galatasaray in the round of 16, 6-2 in aggregate. Beating Barcelona 4-2 in aggregate in the quarterfinals. 6-3 against Arsenal in the semi-finals, which leads to the final, which will be played sometime next week when I return, which will probably be towards the end of February. I may leave it till just till the 29th, because it'd be like once every 4 years Hartlepool gets this kind of thing, and I don't know, it'll be a big occasion, the 29th of February, because it's a leap year this year. Or maybe I won't leave it that long because I kind of want to get it done. I don't know. But anyway, what I do know is we're going to stop talking and we're going to start getting into this episode where we've got 4 games to go. So once again, to refresh your mind, what we've got in store today. We kick off at home at Victoria Park against Southampton. We're going to travel to Anfield to face Liverpool. Coming back to Victoria Park to take on Leicester. And then the season ends against Tottenham Hotspur at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Could be a title decider depending on how results go today. Another thing we know now, though, of course, ladies and gentlemen, is we saw him back minorly. I was going to say momentarily as well, but in a small capacity. Carlos Rodriguez has returned, and I thought he might have a little bit of time before his injury actually went away. But I think because we eased him into that game, it's kind of disappeared. And Carlos Rodriguez is back, and he's here to do it all over again. And we're going to give him some games, obviously, as we have a send-off here. He's not been able to have the season I was hoping he would have, but he will get some games to close out this season. And I don't know what we're going to do for a Champions League final, because the person who wanted to see Rodriguez in me like succeed from day one all the way to now, I want him to succeed the whole way. I wanted him to be one of the stars in the Champions League final. Part of me wants to start him because he was literally the first player we signed. Part of me knows that other players deserve that spot more, like Luca Carpenter, like Achille Blanchard, hell, even Jesper Karlsson. But that's not for any fault of Rodriguez's. He was injured. He can't really control that. But that's going to be a debate for the Champions League final. That's not going to be a debate for now. We're going to get through these Premier League games, hopefully be lifting the Premier League title, and seeing where we go after that. So we've got Southampton first. The first thing I didn't do is read the news, so we're going to do that real quick before we go in. UEFA Champions League review, Arsenal versus Hartlepool. Hartlepool have reached this year's UEFA Champions League final in a 10th semi, which had looked very evenly matched beforehand. They beat a bitterly disappointed Arsenal team 4-1, 6-3 on aggregate. Serrano next praised the Hartlepool grab win over Arsenal. Serrano got his name on the score sheet for Hartlepool United in the 4-1 win against Arsenal. We're into the Champions League final. Frustration after only drawing the first leg of the semi-final against Arsenal was all the motivation Hartlepool United needed to overcome their opponents in the reverse fixture. They're one step closer to realising their trophy ambitions after winning 6-3 on aggregate. Diop run of form falters. I don't think he did that bad against Arsenal. He only got minor minutes, but it didn't really do that bad either. But Diop is a player who's been on a great run of form recently, but his performance for Hartlepool against Arsenal in the last game failed to meet the standards he'd set for himself lately. Yeah, it wasn't one of my better games, he said. I've been playing really well, and maybe I was just due an ordinary game. I won't let my head drop, and I'll come back strong next time, I promise. He didn't even do that bad. He got 15 minutes, and he was okay with him. Napoli drew 2-all with Manchester United. I believe that was to get one of those teams into the Europa League final, and I will show you in a minute which one got in, because I can't remember. And we face Southampton next, and I think that's everything to read in the news, so try to remember what it was for. So the Europa League final, we know the Champions League final, but the Europa League final will be Napoli versus Leipzig. It'll take place 3 days before our final. And then we've got the Conference League, which will take place on the 28th of May, also with Nice and Juventus. So it was Napoli and Leipzig that get through. Which means Man United got knocked out at the semi-finals, but what can you do? Anyway, let's get into it. The return of Premier League Rodriguez. He'll go alongside Carpenter today, the top scorer in, well, no longer the top scorer in the league actually, because Ansu Fati's overtaken him. I'm not really going to attempt to fully go for the top scorer award, but I would like to get it. I'm just going to rotate slightly. The thing is, even when we rotate, our squad is still stronger than most Premier League squads now. It's actually ridiculous. But at the same time, I love it, so I'm not really complaining. Gonna give him a rest for a full 90. Actually, no, we're not, because Serrano done really well against Arsenal. Deserves a reward by continuing to get game time. Martin and Chavez will start today because Oliveira and Bolo are really tired. I've got Liverpool next. We need to keep that in mind. They're going to be a pain in the arse. But I think Southampton beat us majorly one time. I think they destroyed us, thrashed us one time. I think it was 4 or 5-1. I think it was this season, but they have done it in the past. So we need to be on guard here as well. Hurtado in between the sticks. I'm actually going to switch that to Nielsen, because I don't know how many more games he's going to get. I'd like to see him have at least one more on the way out with this career mode. Nielsen in goal, Sutherland left back and captain, Dickinson right back, Chavez and Martin the centre backs, Pater CDM slash centre mid, Serrano centre mid slash cam, Young off the left, Ali off the right, Carpenter and Rodriguez up top. Another change I've realised I just want to make as well is bringing Diop in and having Pages ready to go for the Liverpool game. I think makes a bit more sense. At Victoria Park then, for the first of only 4 games today. Usually it's 5, we know that. But 4 games today. I didn't mean to click change kit. I was trying to see what the goal news was. It's Bournemouth versus Burnley, Arsenal versus Crystal Palace, Newcastle United versus Liverpool, Norwich versus Brentford, and Wolves versus Leicester City. All going on at the same time as Hartlepool versus Southampton. But as I was trying to say, before I can't fucking speak apparently, my voice has just gone to shit. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the probable final games of the Premier League. We've got 4 today rather than the usual 5. So it's a little short this episode. But for the first of 4 games, to see if we can win the Premier League title, it is Hartlepool versus Southampton at Victoria Park. Let's get into it. Christ almighty, sometimes I can't speak and it shows. Oh man, I'm in a good mood today. I finally got my car back. Was meant to get it back on Thursday, finally got it back today. Today's Tuesday for reference. If you don't, when you see this video, it is Tuesday, 5 days after I was meant to get it. But I finally got it back and I'm very happy about it. Right, well, nothing but the best, boys. I know we've got a big date with Destiny at the end of the month. We've still got the Premier League title to secure. And if we do bottle it somehow and Spurs take it off us, I won't be like upset. But I would like to, I would like to win it. I'd like to be Premier League champions. It would be fantastic. It would be a great way to close off this series. What's up, Doge? Welcome to the stream, mate. Win that league. I will give it my all. How are we in the UCL? I was just explaining that. You've just missed it, unfortunately. We are in the Champions League final. We've made it to the dance. We've made it to the big dance. We've made it to the Champions League final. We've last stream yesterday. We beat Barcelona and we beat Arsenal in the quarterfinals and semi-finals, and now we're in the final. We're going to be facing Leverkusen in the final, but I'm away between Wednesday and Sunday, so it won't be till next week that happens. But I'm so excited to get to the Champions League final and get to the end of this Hartlepool series. I've loved every moment of it, but it's been for nearly a year now I've been doing this. I'm happy to do something different after this. We'll get back to the Man United rebuilds as well, and other rebuilds. It'll be just good. As much as I've loved this career mode, it's a long ass fucking time. Probably won't do another one like this. At least not initially. Maybe not for FIFA 24 anyway. Carpenter's fouled. Didn't think there was much in that, but the ref said otherwise. Ali turns around his man. Should be able to pack Southampton away with no bother, but this game might put in a couple of surprises for me. So in the league right now, we are on 76 points. Spurs are on 74 points. We have a game in hand, so if we win this, we will go 5 clear with 3 games to go. So realistically, we shouldn't fuck this up. Rodriguez is back as well, finally. It's been like forever. Young has gone for an interesting shot there. Serrano will keep it in. Ali, straight at Rodak. Oh, I panicked. I could have just shot that. Why didn't I just shoot that? And the Diop's just gone way off target. Why didn't I just shoot that? I fully panicked there with Ali and Diop with a defensive mid shot. But I will, if I remember, I'll show you after this, Doge, if you like. Show you how we got there. But yeah, it probably won't be till next Monday at the least before we do that. Well, actually, I need to do Where Are They Now as well, so it probably won't be till next Tuesday at the least. Then we get to the Champions League final, or we get it done. A very busy week ahead after today. So I want to get the Premier League done today, and I can focus on the Champions League when I come back. Rodriguez. Oh, the fucking limbs if he gets a return goal, by the way. Came back against Arsenal. Didn't get his goal, but he didn't really need to get a goal. We'd already won it. Already game secured. But Rodriguez is back now. And I'm going to try and give as much game time as I can to get him in shape for that Champions League final. As much as I love Blanchard, as much as I love Carpenter, they're not day ones like Rodriguez. I mean, Carpenter was season 2, believe it or not. But Blanchard wasn't until season 5. I think I've got... I don't know who's going to be partnering Rodriguez at the big dance, but whoever will get in there will deserve it. Awful shot from Winter, but awful defending from me. Back in the day, we were looking at that man to be one of our strikers, Philip Winter. Now gone to Southampton in the end. Quick drink of Dr. Pepper before he takes goal kick. Sorry if you can hear me drinking it. My mic picks up everything, apparently. Oh, Christ. That was a poor touch from Sutherland, and Rodriguez with a good tackle. Serrano, the player to watch, to be fair. A big part of that win against Arsenal in the second leg at the Emirates to send us to the Champions League final. Topping our group with 18 points, the maximum, for beating Galatasaray, Barcelona and Arsenal to get to the big dance. Serrano's mishit that though, fucking hell. And Leverkusen didn't have an easy route of it either. I can't remember who they beat in around the 16, but they beat Bayern Munich in the quarterfinals. And they beat, pretty sure they beat somebody big in their group as well. I can't remember who it was. I did check it before this, but my memory's awful. Can't afford to drop points, boys, so let's try and get a goal sooner rather than later. As in, before they do, please. Should maybe rested Sutherland for today. Great block by Martin. Chavez gets the interception as well as it tried to bounce to their other striker. Oh, it's an awful touch from Ali. I thought I got tackled, but I didn't. It looks like it's a Southampton throw in. It looked like I got tackled, but in fact it was a shit touch. Great block by Dickinson. Oh, that's a beautiful ball through that gap to Ali. He's got room to race now. He's got Rodriguez ahead of him. Could this be the return goal for Juan Carlos Rodriguez? No, it's blocked by O'Hara. But also the angle was closing down for him to take it on his favoured left foot, so he had to take it on his right foot. Obviously, it didn't work out on this occasion. Carpenter to take the corner because he's small and has good power on it. It's a smart move, really, when you think about it. Sutherland doesn't get there. Serrano can keep it alive. It's in the box. Sutherland. It's collected by Rodak. That was a bit of a scramble there. The Southampton keeper ended up winning. And that ball's going to go all the way back to our goal. We'll just knock it to Nicholas Nielsen. Southampton holding strong so far, yet to concede. We've got over 100 league goals now. 102 is the total. Don't be surprised if there's more to come. Carpenter, I think Rodriguez was onside, but the ball was poor from Luca Carpenter, who is in the golden boot race with Ansu Fati of Spurs. I'm not really caring if he wins it or loses it. I would much rather get the Premier League and the Champions League done. I can't fucking pass the ball at the moment. Great play, but Nielsen saw it all the way. Good save. I couldn't pass the ball there. I couldn't get it to Diop. I don't know why. We'll get it through now anyway. Carpenter, Rodriguez. On the overlap is Serrano. Inside is Luca Carpenter to try and thunder this home. Good hand by Rodak. Corner. Hartlepool. Carpenter would like to win that golden boot, but obviously his first thought is the team. But what a turnaround for Carpenter it's been this season. He deserves all the credit. And possible Champions League final appearance. I can't change the corner taker, so it's going to be Seo Yun Young to put it in. O'Hara heads it away to Chavez. Oh, it's tackled away by Hilgers. I don't know how you pronounce that. It's Dutch, so I'm just going to say Hilgers. It might be Hilgers. I don't know. Tackle attempt by Martin. Didn't go well. I thought I might be able to hook the ball, but I've only hooked the man. It's going to be a booking for Ike Martin. I thought I could get the ball. It was a good touch away from, I think it was a Dozy who we've absolutely just clattered there. Thankfully not a red. It wasn't nearly enough to be a red card, to be fair, but the yellow's the correct decision. No goals yet at Victoria Park in our Premier League pursuit. Rodriguez to deliver this in for Southampton. Young, not the tallest, but does get enough on it to get it away initially. It's going to come back in from Southampton. Gabri Veiga going to try and play something around here. Rodriguez, tackled by Dickinson. It's come off the number 9 of Southampton last. Will take the goal kick. It's been difficult, you know. Try to break these down. Of course, we're in no rush, but we would like to get the 3 points. It's a 90-minute game, and I'm probably going to bring off Martin at some point now. He's got that book in. I can't risk anyone getting sent off before the Liverpool game. That could be make or break for our season, especially if we don't win here. We don't want to go on a bad run of form before the Champions League final. We want to be at our best. Chavez. Sutherland would love Young to make the run. He's not doing it. Goodness knows why. Probably because I'm on the same kind of area as him, but still. Help would be nice. Chavez, first touch, gets the block. Martin gets the block as well. But it just wants to give Southampton a goal. And they eventually get it. Like, there's nothing I can do there. I mean, if the game wants to give them a goal, they will get the goal. Blocked it with Chavez, blocked it with Martin, saved it with Hurtado, or sorry, Nielsen. But it wanted to give them a goal, and who am I to say no, apparently. So I've had to take the lead. It's a bit stupid, but what can you do? This game is a bit stupid at the end of the day. Southampton get the lead before the break, which could really fuck up our title race, if I'm being honest. Thiago Almada with the goal, 7th of the season for the Saints. My question is, what the fuck is this game if that's going in? Ali, has he got enough time to try and make a run down this side? He does. He's going to need some options in the middle which aren't presenting themselves. And he's been tackled. I mean, I get Rodriguez has just come back from an injury, but Carpenter needs to get there a bit faster. 1-0 down at the break. Somehow. Almada's been active. Maybe deserves a goal, but it's just the way that they go in sometimes. It's stupid as fuck. 2 defensive blocks by both my centre-backs. A save from my goalkeeper, and it still ends up falling to Southampton to finish off. Taking a look around the grounds. It's 1-0 to Newcastle at St James's Park over Liverpool. Norwich drawn 1-1 with Brentford at Carrow Road. It's 1-0 to Leicester over Wolves at the Molineux. 1-1 between Bournemouth and Burnley at Vitality Stadium, I think their name is, isn't it? I can't exactly remember. 1-1 between Arsenal and Crystal Palace as well at the Emirates. We're 1-0 down at Victoria Park with a chance to let Spurs back into the title race. How we're 1-0 down, I don't know. Maybe the shot accuracy. I need to burp. Give me a second. Didn't really want to burp down the mic. 60-40 in terms of possession. 9 shots to 5 and 2 expected goals to 1. Yet we've had the better of the game and they're the ones in the lead. But I suppose the shot accuracy, I think we've had 3 shots on target each. And yeah, we just can't find a way past at the moment. Hopefully second half. Explode into life, boys, please. Because if we do lose this, it'll only be a 2-point gap and we'll be on the same game as Spurs. And then we'll have to maybe rely on beating Spurs and Liverpool to win the title. So it's not exactly what I want. So if we can get a goal immediately out of the second half, that'd be great. Carpenter might be the architect of that. It's a great save by Rodak. Carpenter can't get the rebound. This guy needs to get off my back. Number 5. Chasing me down like I'm his dinner. The up wins a header. Carpenter, 5'6", knocks it onto Rodriguez. into the path. Well, it was attempted to go to the path of Ali. Rodriguez work rate gets it to the Egyptian regen. Diop now. Carpenter pokes it over. It's oh come on! It's cleared off the line by Southampton, but I've got questions. I feel like that went in. Rodriguez, Serrano, Carpenter. Oh, a touch has just escaped him there. I need to look back at that because I feel like that's gone in. Oh, we've managed to just poke it over Rodak. It's a very smart finish by Carpenter, but has it gone in? Does it cross the line? Need to get a perfect angle on it. Oh, he gets it just in time. Fuck's sake, O'Hara. Great clearance off the line in the end. I thought I got that across, but I suppose it would have given it to me if I got it across, wouldn't it? Great tackle by Chavez. I actually got the ball first time, which is rarity, so enjoy it. Referee, have a word. Carpenter. Wasn't meant to go to Diop, but that could work. Maybe not. It was actually meant to go all the way out to Sutherland, but it's counting. Chavez should have that all day long. Not worried just yet. Be worried when it gets to about 70 minutes and we don't have a goal. Young. Rodriguez. Off to Serrano, off to Rodriguez. Couldn't find the opening to shoot. They've got too many players back. Diop. Serrano. Carpenter. Oh, what a save again by fucking Rodak, dude. It's going to be one of these days, isn't it? And it's going to put Spurs straight back into this title race that really shouldn't have been a race. I should have had it sorted ages ago. Recovered by Felix Chavez once again. Young. Carpenter. Rodriguez! Oh! I launched too early, but the pass was too fast from Carpenter, so it's kind of 50-50 on that one. Diop. Carpenter. Can't get the ball through. They're closing it down really well. This whole horror kid's been really good. Diop. They've left the space. Serrano. It's closed down by fucking Fatty. Oh my days. Can't get through this defence. And when we do, it's the keeper that's on fucking form. Young, good tackle. Sutherland. Ever since this half started, we've been all over Southampton. They're going to desperately hold on to this 1-0 lead. Serrano. I don't give a fuck how it goes in, as long as it goes in. Juan Carlos Serrano. It's just about squeezed in under Rodak. Oh man. Thank God for that. I mean, it's about as bullshit as their goal, to be honest. Rodak gets a hand to it, but doesn't prevent it from finding the back of the net. Juan Carlos Serrano makes it 1-1 as we're about to bring in some changes to keep the players fit for the Liverpool game. Martin comes off for De Oliveira. And do I dare push? I'm going to put Peters here and see what happens. I'm kind of intrigued. I'll bring on Blanchard. Carpenter's not really felt it today, and then Wilson as well. I think it's a quad sub from us. Serrano's done well to get us equalised. We've grafted for that. Now we need to find a winner. And with the changes freshening up the team, I reckon we can do so. Well, the game doesn't scam us. Problem with those players coming forward to tackle us, which they were doing really well, Southampton. We're leaving gaps at the back, and eventually we're broken through. That's a fucking shit pass. What Chavez had got there, but he hadn't. 17th goal from midfield in the league for Serrano. Remember, we got that man for free. Reminds me back in the day when we were talking about how you and Galloway used to be a striker, don't you know? Adozi coming off for Biak. 20 minutes left here at Victoria Park. A point would be enough, but obviously we want to put a big gap in front of Spurs that we can. Especially if Liverpool cause us commotion next game at Anfield. Rodriguez. Oh, it feels good to be running in with him. Straight out Rodak though. Maybe not fully ready to be integrated back into the team, but I don't give a fuck. He's my player. My man, Rodriguez. Let's hope it doesn't cost us stuff though. Rodriguez. Peters. Oh, good block. See what I mean? We've been there all this half. We've done everything we can all this half, and they just seem to be able to close us down. And fair play to them. They're not fucking rolling over, which I wouldn't want them to be honest. I like a contest more than not, but on this occasion, I just want to win. Hilgers, we tried to cut down Wilson, or close down Wilson anyway, not cut down Wilson, that would be very mean. Blanchard, I didn't think I'd get that far in. Rodak again, fuck off. Great save. But it's irritating me at this point. Blanchard, Wilson. Can't get a shot off Hilgers, close him down. I'm going to be 100%, I didn't think I'd get that far with Blanchard. When I did, I kind of expected him to shoot, and he didn't. Great block by Chavez. Can I get the ball when I block? Thank you. De Oliveira brings it away. Sutherland. It'd be quite harsh on Southampton if we do win this because they've been defensively sound, but we deserve it based on our chances. Blanchard. Rodriguez asking for it. It's going to actually go to Peters. It was meant for Rodriguez, but Zakaria Peters may have won us the game. That's fine by me. I don't care who puts the ball in the back of the net as long as somebody puts the ball in the back of the net. Zakaria Peters may have put us one step closer. This was meant for Rodriguez, the returning Rodriguez, but he's jumped over it unselfishly. Peters has sliced that, and it's actually found the back of the net somehow. I respect it. W's in the chat. What's up, D-With? Welcome, mate. Finishing off the Premier League run of Hartlepool, and then when I come back, probably next week, we'll be Champions League finaling it up and getting this career mode hopefully done. If I get all the way to a Champions League final and lose to Leverkusen, that would be pain, I tell you. But there's no pain without gain, or no gain without pain, whatever the saying is. Commentators just said that Arsenal are back in this. They're 3-1 up. Speaking of back in this, Southampton have just got straight back in. That's a centre-back. He shouldn't be shooting like that. I mean, I'm not being funny. That's a centre-back. Number one, what is he doing up there? Second of all, how does he have that finish? Fatty, yeah, I think he's the Koulibaly regen, if I remember correctly. But I will double-check that after the game. But either way, he's ruined my fun here. Oh man, now we need to fucking dig deep one more time. Can we do it, or will we just have to fucking settle with a point? Wilson, oh, okay. I mean, it might just be that we strike back as well. Duncan Wilson. Why is he taking on his left? I don't know, but it's raining goals. I need somebody to tell me why he's gone with his left foot for a change. But it's worked, so, I mean, this game has exploded into life. We took the lead. They equalised immediately. We took the lead again. I'm expecting them to equalise again, to be honest with you. What is this? I don't care. It's found its way in the back of the net. And that's all that really matters to me. Duncan Wilson. What a fucking goal. Well, I mean, not a great goal, but what a fucking time to get it. Who's Doge? Doge is the other guy in the chat with the blue name. I don't know if that's actually his name, but I've been calling him Doge. I apologise if it's not. Peters gets fouled. Doesn't matter. Rodriguez. He's running through. There's the return goal! More limbs! The Peruvian Prince stands atop his fucking throne again. Have that, Southampton. I didn't realise I'd need vengeance against the team in 15th, but my God, we've burst into life. We took their equaliser personally. I know, but who is it? Just a random. I'm not sure of his actual name, but yeah, it's someone who's been watching for about a month now. To be fair, he's been around for a few streams. He's nobody from the Cutsy server, if that's what you're asking. Rodriguez's first Premier League goal of the season because he's been injured for about 90% of it. Southampton bring up a centre-back scoring and get absolutely bullied. You love to see it. That is a champion's mentality right there. Are you going to take the master throw-in? How am I meant to mark this many people with just one guy, by the way? They're probably going to score again, aren't they? Oh, no, not initially anyway. I've made the tackle, but I mean anything in this game. Go on, De Oliveira. Can we score one more? Let's just make a run up the pitch, see what happens. Ali needs to go now if we're going to get one more over into the path of Wilson. Oh, he's meant for Blanchard, but that's fine. We'll take a corner, see if we can get one more with us. I thought it was just going to end like a nice calm game, and it exploded into life. Southampton equalised it. We took that fucking personally. It's been 4 goals in the last 10 minutes here. Duncan Wilson to deliver it in towards Sutherland. He's going to fall to the floor and not win that because he always seems to put him in the middle for some reason. I don't exactly know why. But that will wrap up the game. 4-2 win. We reclaim our 5-point gap over Spurs with just 3 games to go. Realistically, we shouldn't fuck this up. But it's me. So you just never know. What a fucking end to that game. The game itself was kind of boring throughout, but the last 10 minutes went mental. It's 4-2 in the end. But 4 goals inside 8 minutes. You don't see that often, ladies and gents. Enjoy the goal fest. So we saw 2 versions of limbs. That match after Fati equalised, Wilson just said, fuck this, mate. Don't know why he took it on his left for a month of Sundays, but it worked. And that's what we bloody needed. A moment of brilliance. And number 5, their defender, has been doing good all game, just got lost there in the shuffle. Wilson buries that into the right-hand corner. I don't know why he took it on his left foot. But then this was just a fucking feel-good moment in itself. The return of Rodriguez, the first goal back. And it wasn't, the limbs weren't necessarily needed, but everyone's so happy that he's back, happy that he is going to be featuring for the Champions League final, that this just felt electric for anybody else. Rodriguez sends the stands into disarray, and we win 4-2. As we deserve to, looking at the stats. Dog, honest to God, you need to apply for FIFA commentator. You sound like one. I mean, I don't know. I'm just trying to do my best to make this sound more epic than it really is, really. 59-41 in terms of possession, 20 shots to 7. 6.3 expected goals to 1.4. By God, did we deserve it. 12 shots on target, but Rodak and the defence were so good up until about the 80th minute, and then it just went into collapse. And I'm absolutely fine with that. If they want to collapse, that's okay with me. 8.3 for Sutherland today was a very good left-back, as usual. Well, as you'd expect, with a 91 rated. A goal from Wilson, an 8.3 as well. I don't know how he scored it because it was such a shit attempt, but it went in the back of the net. Carlos Rodriguez getting his return goal. His first goal of the Premier League, by the way. That is purely because he's been injured for 95% of the season. 3 assists for Achille Blanchard at a 7.7. He put in the contributions today. Serrano with a goal and a 7.4 as well. An assist from Carpenter and a 7.2. The other goal coming from Zakaria Peters, who got a 7.2 as well. Nicholas Nielsen, not fantastic in the goals, but it doesn't matter because we ended up scoring more than they did. 5 shots, 3 saves, 2 conceded in the end, and some substitute reigns as well. Didn't really matter too much in the end. Their best player, Mace Hilgers, they absolutely fucked up their formation and their players. Because Hilgers, I believe, is a defender. They've got him at cam, 8.3, fair enough. That's why he was running up the pitch, because they put their centre-back at left wing, and he got a goal for it, so maybe he is a left wing. An 8 rating for Joseph Fati. George Bello as well, he's another defender. He's a left-back, I believe. He got pushed up to right wing. Thiago Almada is a cam, got pushed to centre-back. I can see why we broke through towards the end, because they had all their players in the wrong place. A goal from him anyway, 7.3. The assist coming from Luciano Rodriguez, and 7.3 as well. Gabri Veiga on the right is not too bad. Jashari, I think, was in the right place. But then they've got Philip Winter, who is a striker, at right centre-back. So they've got a cam at left centre-back, a striker at right centre-back. No wonder we made it through without any issue for those late goals. They changed the formation around, and they didn't even change the players within it. Which is fine by me. I'll take the goals. The goalkeeper, Rodak. 12 shots, 8 saves, 4 conceded. Eventually, the Avalanche just broke down the Southampton goalkeeper. But it didn't help when he's got 2 attacking players at centre-back when they're going for a back 3. Oh well, it's the way it be. Post-match interview as we regain our 5-point lead at the top. It's kind of straightforward when you expected. I mean, it wasn't a straightforward win at all. Oh, man. It was a game you always felt in control of. I mean, we deserved the goals. I wouldn't say control because they nearly fucking took it from us, but... it really shows that we can always make chances, but ultimately we really need to be scoring more and quicker and not being silly. Stuck to the task. Hilger's did really well. I need to check Fatty as well because I'm pretty sure he's a centre-back. I could be wrong, but they've been using him as centre-back. I thought he was a Koulibaly region because I did take a look at him as well to sign him as an option. Let's go see before I forget. Before it goes clean out my head. That's the wrong one. I scrolled one too far. He's also a regen, but... Joseph Fati, wasn't it? Yeah, this is... I think this is what... I think this is a Koulibaly regen. It might not be the Koulibaly regen. I don't know who else he would be the regen of, though. But he looks very bloody good. And he was an option I was thinking of bringing in, but we've got plenty of very good centre-backs as it is. And plus, we're nil at the end now, so there's no point in switching anybody in. We've got, obviously got Martin and Bull, De Oliveira as well, and Chavez, all kind of similar rated, similar abilities. Very tall, all of them as well, which is good. Is Rodriguez going to ask for the Liverpool game? Blanchard wants the Liverpool game, and so does Rodriguez. But I just start them both together. I think I must do. But then it ruins... oh, hold on. Hold on. Give me a second. Ladies and gentlemen, we are... I think if we... Hold on. If we beat Liverpool, we win the Premier League. Manchester United, my favourite club, have done us a fucking favour. Manchester United could be the reason why we win the Premier League. Talk about full fucking circle. Spurs have played their next game and lost it. Which means if we beat Liverpool, we'll be Premier League champions. And then in that game against Leicester, we'll get the title parade. In the Premier League, we'll come to Victoria Park. But we still have a bit of work to do. We still need to beat Liverpool. We still need to beat Leicester. And if it goes wrong, we'll have to beat Spurs. So, it's not over yet. I'm not getting ahead of myself. Although a point would do it as well because of our goal difference. Liverpool down in 7th. They'll be trying to push for that 6th place spot for Europa League. Arsenal fall out of the top 4. They might have already been out of it, actually. I think they were. But they're fighting for a Champions League spot. There's still a lot on the line to end this season. But if we can get a point... I'll take a point against Liverpool, honestly. But if we can get a point... we may be able to see the ceremony at Victoria Park, and that would be fucking fantastic. But before that, we've got a big red bloody enemy in the way. Super sub Peters inspires late win. It looked for most of the game as if the two teams couldn't be separated in what was a very even contest. Peters, though, came off the bench in the closing stages and inspired a last gasp victory for Hartlepool United. We maintained the title charge. The league leaders marched on in impressive fashion by wrapping up another 3 points against opponents from the bottom half of the table. Southampton were never really in contention in this game, and Hartlepool United continued to run at the top of the table. Man City and Aston Villa. Man City beat them. Man United beat Spurs. That's fucking fantastic. Imagine if they're the key to our victory. Sutherland gets in the team of the week, as does Fatty for Southampton, to be fair. Both players making it in. Kobe Mainu looking very good as well. He makes it in the team of the week. And that's a long-ass title. Hartlepool look to put the icing on a phenomenal season by picking up the 3 points against Liverpool, which will guarantee them the title. The race for the Premier League crown could be settled this week as Hartlepool aim to sew up the title with 2 games to spare with a win against Liverpool, I should say. We are Hartlepool. It's been another campaign packed with drama, excitement and controversy. Hartlepool have kept their heads all along though and will no doubt do the same in this crucial game. Will we though? Can we do it? Can we get their job done today? And then we can just chill for the last 2 games. Breuer getting a hat-trick for Norwich. I think Norwich are staying up, aren't they, if I'm not mistaken? They are. They're in 15th. And the relegation places are sorted because Bournemouth won their game. And Fulham and Villa look like they lost their games. So those are your relegated teams. Fulham, Aston Villa and Crystal Palace down to the Championship for definite. The European race isn't over yet, though. And neither is the title race, but it could be ended today. We beat Liverpool. Can we seal the title next game? The boys want to get it done right now, and I'm along with them. We change anything for this game. We want to make our fans happy. Even if we don't win today, beating Leicester will do it. So we should be able to seal it. If we lose these next 2 games, I might cry, low-key. Put the effort in, as we always do. We could get it done today, but I'm not going to put all the pressure on because we've still got time on our side. But we could get the Premier League title wrapped up today, and best believe I'm going to be going full fucking strength for this one. Hurtado, Miranda, Bull, Martin. We're going to go De Oliveira instead of Martin. He's had a lot of games recently, and he's probably happier now anyway. Peters, Serrano. Yeah, this is, yeah. Except, not yet. Rodriguez asked for the game. Rodriguez is going to get the game. I don't want to leave Carlson out though because Carlson's been a fucking wonder. A wonderful player this whole season. We'll rest Ali, give Roberts a full 90. And go like that for this game against Liverpool then. So this is how we look. And you know what? You know what? He can have the armband. Why not? Carlos Rodriguez gets the captaincy back in what could be our Premier League title victory. Hurtado in between the sticks, Sutherland left back, Miranda right back, Bull and De Oliveira centre backs, Peters CDM / centre mid, Serrano centre mid / cam, Wilson off the left, Roberts off the right, Blanchard and Rodriguez up front. Rodriguez captaining his Hartlepool, hopefully to Premier League title glory today. We face Liverpool at Anfield. They've got one hell of a team. Our game's going on at the same time. Arsenal, Manchester United has a huge one for that 4th place position. Leicester versus Newcastle, that could be big for Newcastle's Champions League hopes as well, or European hopes. And then another one where Nottingham Forest could ruin the party in Manchester City as they try and attempt to get Champions League football as well. But this is the game on hand then at Anfield. It's Liverpool versus Hartlepool. Will they be the party poopers, or will we just keep on going through towards our title that we fucking deserve? I'll tell you that much. Will we be Premier League champions today? The stage is set. How much of a poetic ending would it be? Not only did Manchester United help us by stopping Spurs, but we beat the team I hate the most to win the Premier League. That would be fucking sick. Can we do it? I don't know. But we've got all the components, we've got the ability. We just need the performance. The boys are ready to go. They know what's on the line today. If we can't do it today, it's no skin off my nose because we still have 2 more chances to do it. But the earlier we sort it, the better it is and the more prepared we can get for Leverkusen in a couple weeks' time. It looks as if we're going to be kicking off proceedings at Anfield. Can we get it done? 2 games early. Rodriguez at the helm once again, checking his ACL. It is absolutely fine. He's ready to go again after 2 ACL tears. Can he lead his team to a Premier League title? Duncan Wilson immediately out the gate. Kaspersky left behind. The whole defence left behind. Imagine out the gate. Duncan Wilson testing Romero. That's what he's capable of. Do not give him any room because he will strike. Inside 2 minutes, it's a corner for Hartlepool. We're motivated on the usual day. Think about how we're going to be today. Achille Blanchard to power this into the area. Towards the Oliveira. Won by Vivian. Rodriguez keeps it alive. Roberts. Blanchard. Serrano just going to pop it in. Towards that space. Sutherland. Oh, it's grabbed. Romero collects. I thought Sutherland could get the fucking unlikely goal there. Hasn't scored all season, which is what you'd expect really most of the time from a left back, but still. Plenty of assists from Aidan Sutherland. Great interception by Roberts. Rodriguez, if he can keep himself onside, could be the architect of destruction. Rodriguez! Back like he never left. A mistake by the Liverpool defence is capitalised on by Hartlepool. Rodriguez had all the time in the world to steady himself. And by God is he back. You wouldn't know he'd had 2 torn ACLs, would you? The fact that he has these injuries and comes back better is magnificent. It's insane, to be honest with you. And just 7 minutes in at Anfield, it is 1-0 Hartlepool. Can we do it? Will it be that easy? I don't think so somehow. But it's definitely on the cards. Good tackle Serrano. And the relegation zone is pretty much sorted. That was intended for Wilson, but it's not quite gone in the right direction. I love how Rodriguez, well, I don't love how Rodriguez gets injured. I should probably rephrase that. Rodriguez gets injured, and then I love how he comes back every time better and better. I tried to get it through Wilson, but Kaspersky was on for that one. It's a good play. Camavinga gets caught there by Peters. Referee says nothing doing. Block initially. Camavinga can't find the way past Hurtado. Thought it was a foul there on Camavinga, to be honest, personally. Wilson can't win that ball. It could be trouble now for us. Darwin Nunez is hitting the post. It's somehow scrambled under Hurtado and struck the post. That could have been an instant reply for Liverpool. And now we go. Serrano's just absolutely... yeah, that was an awful touch. I just want to check this, how it's got under Hurtado, to be honest. It's going to be deflection along the way or something. Hurtado might have saved his under the post, actually. Nunez takes a shot. Does that bounce under the gloves or does it hit off the gloves? It bounces under them, and it could have been curtains for our lead inside moments. Thankfully, it hits the post. Nunez doesn't score past us yet today. Score past us in the reverse fixture at Victoria Park. So it is capable. He is capable of scoring. We're 9 seasons in now. He's actually somewhat of a good striker. So it's taken him 9 years. Rodrigo, tackled by Sutherland. Miranda, heavy touch. I knew I was going to do that, but De Oliveira and Peters work together to clear up the spillage. Miranda, try to get it across, but Shaparenko will go closing down. Ball will get it away. I feel like I've done that a touch earlier, but it's okay. I've tried to go in on Fofana here, and he's done well. Sorry, what? Excuse me, how is he onside? Who's played him onside? My centre-backs, oh my god. Hold on, I don't think he is onside, unless Miranda's just played him on for that split second. Bernabé got a little bit of space. Hurtado's questions to be asked to him, but what in the bollocks is that? Is my questioning there. Surely that's not on... I mean, it is, because it's going to stand. But, like, how? Oh, Miranda. Oh, Miranda, you idiot. If Miranda had run that far back, it wouldn't have stood. 1-1 now. Anfield. You got to be joking me right now. I can't get through it, Roberts. I mean, it's great timing, I guess, by Bernabé, but that's awful from Miranda. He's been one of the most solid players this season. Just minor mistake. Cost us a Prem title today. Roberts was meant for Rodriguez. For some reason, it's locked onto Blanchard. Rodriguez is right there, but that's a different matter, I suppose. Caught by one of my players. I think it was Serrano in the way there. Wilson could run havoc on Kaspersky here. Should have passed off earlier. Got greedy. Good tackle. Liverpool bring it away. Madsen down the line into Darwin Nunez. Some good play from Liverpool. I am slightly concerned, I'm going to be honest with you. They blow a Billy Ball, and the game is going to give it back to them because I tried to clear it. But thankfully, Hurtado's on range, or on job. Corner to the home side now. Don't you dare. Boring bastards. Decent effort. Hurtado reads it well. And the touch is going to fuck me over again. I'm going to scream at this game. Can I control him? No! Fucking Christ! Why doesn't it let me get the ball with Blanchard there? I'm trying to fucking switch to him. The arrow is dead ass over his head. Fuck off if they score again, man. Arsenal equalise against Man United, but it's not my main priority. I can't even speak. I'm just fuming. What the fuck is the point of me having a striker there ready to get the ball if you're not going to let me get it? Doesn't try to press it all the way, but Vivian gives it back to Ramiro. What on God's green earth was that? I don't understand this game. Ball in the middle should be dealt with by Billy Bull, but this game is FIFA 23, so my guy's going to fall over. So I won the ball back to Oliveira. Basing a lot of this play off the wings, to be honest, which has worked most of the time, but sometimes it just doesn't. Yeah, have that. Matson to the floor. Roberts try to get it to Blanchard. It's away by Kanate. Few Liverpool players from the start still here. Try to figure out who the other ones are besides Darwin Nunez and Ibrahima Kanate. Tackle de Oliveira. Corner though. I'm struggling with this one a little bit. I really shouldn't be. I really shouldn't be struggling at all. I don't know what's up. Fofana was coming short, but Camavinga said no. It looks like Fofana's got a knock. She kept an eye on offside. Is Camavinga. Closer than I thought, but it was offside. Tado. De Oliveira. Out to Miranda. Why is my player on the floor? Got one more chance before the break, perhaps. Try to cross it in early, thinking it would do something, but I remember Miranda's left-footed, so not to be. Not the greatest performance from me, I'll be honest. One all at the break. We'll still win the league because of our goal difference anyway, but we might not get the title party today. Rodriguez gave us the lead. Bernard Bay got the equaliser for Liverpool in weird circumstances. Miranda, unfortunately, playing him onside. It was a poor save from Hurtado. Arsenal drawing 1-1 with Manchester United. 1-0 to Newcastle over Leicester. And 1-0 to Manchester City over Nottingham Forest. Match facts read like this. They've been the better team. Shit. 51 to 49 in terms of possession. 8 shots to 3. 2.6 expected goals to 1.1. We're kind of holding on here. I'm just hoping we can smash and grab this. Or maybe, just maybe, play a bit better in the second half. Miranda takes off Darwin. It's going to be a throw into Liverpool though. Don't know how I want me to mark 2 players with just one, but I think one for no time. It's moved. Are you on your fucking crack? Somebody's got to be. Whoever made this game is definitely on a lot of drugs. I'll tell you that much for free. I'm in the way to block it, and it's like, yeah, well, yeah, cool. Nice try, mate, is what it's telling me there. Hurtado blocks it. It bounces off the fucking foot of Billy Bull straight back to Fofana. He's not going to miss second time around, is he? This game is a marvel. And not in a good way. Liverpool take the lead straight out the gate. They probably deserve it, but that doesn't mean I'm happy about it. What the fuck is my question there. Got there with my defender, and it just bounces back into the path of them. This is going to be an arguable fest, isn't it? That's not gone to any player. Especially not the one I intended it for. It's aimed at Roberts, but it's not even got there. Well, Liverpool and Arsenal will contest the FA Cup final. He got knocked out by Manchester United in the round of 16, unfortunately. Where she goes, we're not going to get a treble to end off this career mode. No, oh fuck no, don't fucking start with that bullshit. Don't tell me Wilson's going to be injured here, man. Wilson's still down, holding his leg. Oh, for crying out loud. If we're going to have no Wilson for the final, I might be upset. I'm hoping it's just something not serious and he'll be back, but it's not looking likely. It's not looking likely at all. Wilson injured. He's going to miss the final, isn't he? For fuck's sake. If there's one man who deserves it besides Rodriguez, it's him. Fucking hell, it does. It looks like an ACL, doesn't it? It's not going to be an injury that he'll come back from within a few weeks, I'll tell you that much. You gotta be fucking joking me, man. Well, it's a bit of a dampener. We don't know for definite he's going to miss the Champions League final yet, but it's likely. Didn't think I'd win the ball second time around with Serrano, to be honest with you, but it's found Rodriguez. It's a bit bittersweet now because we've got no Wilson. I don't know when we'll get Wilson. I don't know if we'll see Wilson again. There's no way it's going to be a small injury if he's been forced to come off. It's another goal from Rodriguez. We use that injury now to fuel our fucking fire here to win this game. We went to 2-2. Rodriguez nearly went one up there. Fofana coming off for Kate Gordon. I'm so pissed off, man. If he doesn't get the final, I'm going to be very, very upset, to say the least. Blanchard ball in towards, I think it was De Oliveira. Roberts tries to win it. Rodriguez keeps it alive. Serrano has the ability, has the agility. Tries it. Vivian blocks it, gets the second tackle in. Before anything happens to him as well, I'm not even going to risk it with Rodriguez. We're going to bring him off for Carpenter. Sam play stops because I don't trust this game not to injure him again as well. Counter attempt now with Rodrigo. We're blocked by De Oliveira. Look to pass it into the middle there to Kate Gordon, I think it was. And now we can go on the counter. Roberts. Rodriguez. Blanchard. This team. This fucking team, by the way. Against all the odds sometimes. Pulls it out the bag. That's what I love about it. This team will always dig deep to get the result that maybe we don't deserve, but we'll earn it at the end of the day. Good bring off Rodriguez, just in case anything else happens that this game wants to fuck me over with. Would like to have got him his hat-trick today, but or attempt to get his hat-trick today, but the game's probably going to have him have an injury, so I'm not having it from this game, to be honest with you. Miranda, let's knock it back. I don't know what sort of stance we were taking there. I thought he was going to let it in for a second, but it does go to Hurtado. Sutherland. Young. Over the top to Blanchard. Into Carpenter, it's blocked by Vivian. Hayter's good interception. Liverpool seem to be falling apart now. Blanchard, poor touch, and Kanate will defend that. Want to poke it through one more to either Blanchard or Young, and it didn't do either. Blanchard can't get it before Kanate does. "15 minutes to go. 15 minutes till a possible title confirmation. Ball was meant for Blanchard. It's locked onto Young. Forgot how bad crosses were in FIFA 23, to be honest with you. I remember why I pass it in, really, most of the time. Good block by De Oliveira. Bull blocks it as well, despite... I don't understand why it changed me to Sutherland there. But it was a good block anyway from Billy Bull. I got him in the right position, at least, even if I couldn't control him. Carpenter, that's just a fucking shit ball. Blanchard keeps it alive. Serrano. Carpenter. Roberts. Try to just chip it over Ramiro's running out of space, but Ramiro read it really well. I've got to give him credit there. Liverpool still on for something in this game, perhaps. They deserve it, to be honest, but I don't really give a fuck at this point. They've injured Wilson. If that's long term, it'll be very good. It's not the end of the world because we do have a backup winger that is very, very good as well. Same rating as Wilson, a couple of years younger, but that's not the point. I wanted my boy in the Champions League final, and if they've cost it, I'm going to be very upset. And the thing is, they probably have costed it because they're not just going to stretch somebody off for a 2-week injury, are they? 5 minutes to go. Gedson Fernandez coming on for Shaparenko. We could hang on for the title, but even then, I just wish... All I want now out of this, even if they equalise, that won't affect me too much. I'll be slightly annoyed, especially when the passing is just absolutely fucking itself over on purpose. I'll be slightly annoyed, but I just want Wilson available for the final, to be honest. Good save for Tado. Had to move his body there. I'll even lose a Premier League title just as long as I can have Wilson for the Champions League final. Camavinga trying to hype up Anfield here with mere minutes before Hartlepool walk out with a Premier League title. He's going to slither through to Hurtado here. Just going to try and make a counter out of this. Carpenter has the pace. He's not going to be able to get past Kanate though, is he? He's going to need some support. I pressed to pass it. God forbid it actually fucking registers. I saw Serrano right there. Don't think, just for reference, don't think I didn't see Serrano there as an option. I did. He just didn't want to fucking pass it. Offside. No. Onside. Fernandez trying to get it through. Miranda pressed by Gordon. De Oliveira, good block. That was for Peters. Don't let it get in the way of a good story. De Oliveira, good block again, boys. Come on. Moments away. Young. To seal the deal, it's a great save from Ramiro, but ladies and gentlemen, we will be Premier League champions. We could have got it there to secure it, but we will lift the title, whether it's here or whether it's after the Leicester game, back at Victoria Park. We will be Premier League champions. But the key question is, what's the damage on Duncan Wilson? Because if it's longer than anything longer than 2 weeks, I'll be very upset. Understandably so, probably. But there you go, ladies and gents. I don't know if the title parade will take place here at Anfield. I think it is taking place at Anfield. We are Premier League champs. Step 1 is complete. We'll receive the trophy at our next home game, according to the commentators. That's absolutely fine. We'll enjoy the occasion today and we'll get the official trophy next episode, or next game even. It'll be this episode still. Don't go away. Did we deserve it? No. Do I care? Also no. 55 to 45 in terms of possession, 14 shots to 10, 3.9 expected goals to 2.9. And in the end, we got the dub. Man of the match goes to Rodriguez with a brace and a assist as well. 8.4. Back like he never left. A goal and an assist as well for Achille Blanchard. Roberts with an assist and an 8.1. Hurtado doing really well in goal to prevent them scoring more than 2. 8 saves out of the 10 shots they had on target. And I'm really, really hoping. I'm not I'm not confident, obviously, and I don't think I'll get Duncan Wilson back for the final. But you just never know. Maybe EA will bless me with just like a 2 week injury or something. They have an injury as well through Malik Fofana, a goal and an assist and an 8.1 for him. He was their man of the match. Kapersky did keep Wilson quiet until he got injured. I can't remember if he was the one that did the injury. It might not have been him, but I'm very upset anyway. Assist and a 7.5 for Shaparenko, with the other goal coming from Bernabei, who got 6.9. Ramiro with a 7, 9 shots, 6 saves, 3 conceded from the Spaniard. I believe it's Spanish. These are the rest of the overalls for the Liverpool players. Can't get a little scout report. I mean, it doesn't really matter now because it's probably going to be the last time we play them. In fact, it is going to be the last time we play them, but I really, really hope it's not an ACL. Before that, though, let's see the goal that technically won us the Premier League title. Just a little side foot caress into the bottom right. Beautiful finish by Blanchard, just out of reach of Romero and stroked into that bottom left. You love to see it. But now, post-match interview time. Moment of truth as Man United, Newcastle and Man City all pick up wins. How long have we lost him for? Are we going to get him back before the Champions League final? We're going to talk about the Premier League first, which is fair enough. We've won the title and we've sorted it, signed, sealed and delivered. But we want to get as many points as we can. Two months, yeah, we're going to miss him for the final. That's a shame. One of the players I would have liked to have starred for it. It's fine. Seo Jun Young will get that spot. He's putting a good shift this season as well, but it just doesn't feel right. Not having Duncan Wilson involved. We've seen the last appearance of Duncan Wilson in this career mode. But what a player he's been all the way through. One person aside from Rodriguez who deserves that final, it's Duncan Wilson, and he's got a 2-month dislocated shoulder injury. Which means, yep, he's gone for the rest of the season. It's a shame. It's a really big shame. Really would have loved to use him in the final, but sometimes things don't work out the way you want to. 10 goals and 16 assists in 43 appearances this season. World-class player. Different gravy kind of player, but won't be usable in the Champions League final. It's a bit bittersweet, but we'll do it for him now. We'll do it for Duncan Wilson. We will get that Champions League 1. Interesting Gomez. Rafael Gomez can end up at Copenhagen. I'd have to update my fucking wording now. Don't bid now. Taha Ali wants to come in for Duncan Wilson. It'll be Young that comes in, but we'll give Ali maybe a start as well. But the title is won, and we'll get the parade today. I only wish that Duncan Wilson could be part of it, but Carlos Rodriguez will lift the Premier League title. I'm still kind of annoyed that he's injured, but I guess it's the way it be sometimes. Rodriguez next braces Hartlepool grab win over Liverpool. Rodriguez got his name on the score sheet for Hartlepool United in their 3-2 win against Liverpool. The assist leader this season is Blanchard, I'm pretty sure. 26 assists and 22 goals. 48 league contributions from Blanchard. It's going to be hard to pick between him and Carpenter who starts that final, if I'm being honest with you. I think I'm probably going to go with Blanchard, but you just don't know yet. 2 games to go. Spurs beat Aston Villa. Player tournament for the FA Cup has been given to Sam Maximan. Liverpool won the FA Cup, defeating Arsenal. Another heated encounter for Hartlepool and Leicester. I'm guessing it was a close game because it always seems to be a close game between us. A 2-1 victory for us last time around. And the saddest news, Hartlepool Wilson set for 2 months out. Hartlepool confirmed Wilson will be out for approximately 2 months while he recovers from his dislocated shoulder injury. He'll miss the fucking Champions League final. Talk about fucking pain. Quite literal. But we have completed our goal of winning the Premier League. After performing to a consistently high level all season, Hartlepool can now celebrate after lifting the Premier League trophy with 2 games to spare. Nobody could argue they haven't been the best team throughout the campaign. Their triumph is deserved reward for hard work and captivating football. And Ethan Roberts, for some reason, is the player that comes up there. Spurs 5 points away. With Spurs now just 5 points behind the Premier League and with only a few games to go, everyone's asking whether Hartlepool can keep their noses in front with Spurs now putting them under pressure. Be a dramatic end to the season for sure. Well, we know now that we are going to be Premier League champions and we're going to get the ceremony today, win, lose or draw. So let's make sure we've got Rodriguez in the team and then we'll just kind of go from there. No Wilson though, which sucks cheeks. Very upset about that. We'll go with Carpenter to start today, but I don't think he's going to get the golden boot now. He's kind of slowed down, which I don't really care either. We've got the championship, I guess. It's this Champions League. We haven't got that yet. We'll go with Martine. In fact, well, what ball involved? We'll go with Martine on the pitch though, alongside De Oliveira. Right then, let's go and get our trophy. I didn't realise I did it on the main menu. Well, not in the world. I think I read everything I needed to read. Just double check it. 3rd game out of 4 then. Let's go and get our just deserved fucking Premier League title. Win, lose or draw, we're going to get it. Leicester can have this if they want, but we will go for as many points as we can get. Fulham versus Burnley, Newcastle versus Crystal Palace, Nottingham Forest versus Brighton, and Wolves versus Manchester United will be the other games on to go with this one. Hartlepool versus Leicester then at Victoria Park. Hurtado in between the sticks, Sutherland and Miranda as the fullbacks, Martin and De Oliveira as the centre-backs, Peters and Serrano as the midfielders, Peters CDM slash centre-mid, Serrano centre-mid slash cam. Young off the left, Ali off the right, with Carpenter and Rodriguez captaining, well, Rodriguez captaining the side, but they're both up top to secure the Premier League title at Victoria Park then. Hartlepool versus Leicester City. I'm very upset, I can't lie. No Wilson for Champions League final, but do you know what? As long as we got Rodriguez, it evens out for me personally. It's not about the match today. It's about the trophy parade. Obviously, I want to win, but I'm not really arsed either way now. I was happy to have done it before it was too late, really. I don't have to rely on having to beat Spurs, because God forbid I probably would have lost. 90 minutes in separates us from our trophy lift. Let's just go through the motions here now. Can we get 3 more points? Not caring if we do, not caring if we don't. I'd like them, but I'm not going to cry if we don't get them. Premier League title is signed, sealed and delivered. I've not aimed it for Patriots anyway, so why it's gone there is beyond me. The tackle by Martin. Serrano, Carpenter's going to make the move. Great read by Silva. Like I said, Leicester got one of the most stats squads in the Prem. I don't know how they've not got higher than wherever they are in the league. Miranda. Oh, you fucking... Problem with having left-footed centre-back. A left-footed player at right-back. I'm trying to say, but I can't speak apparently. Good tackle, de Oliveira. Haters. Ali. Miranda's making that run. He's going to keep it in as well. Back stick towards Young. It's headed away by Kimmich. Serrano gets it from Peters. It's still about. Peters can win that again. It could be headed on to Rodriguez. It's blocked by Ayer. Peters again going in with a tackle and a great tackle, but we don't get reward for it. God forbid I'd make a great tackle and get reward for it. Well, we're going to get the fucking initiation of being the champs today. Spurs have already played his 37th game. We're playing ours now. One more after this against Spurs, and the fact that it'll mean nothing is quite hilarious. Because Spurs could have had, or Spurs could have pushed us all the way to the limit, but we're just too much quality, really. Bit of luck as well against Liverpool, but we're not talking about that. Just too much quality overall. Carpenter over to Rodriguez. Can he get there? Not quite. Fulham lead Burnley for anyone interested. Miranda, good header. Doesn't really matter because Fulham are still going down. Ali takes it around Balde. Rodriguez. Just off target. Couldn't quite curvature it enough. Duncan Wilson and Carlos Rodriguez, two of my favourite players, have been injury magnets. That's great from Rodriguez though, just unfortunate to put it wide. But as I said, injury magnets. They seem to be able to fucking attract injuries from anywhere. Goal kick for Leicester, Meslier to take. Like, I want to end on a win, obviously, before we get the fucking title. But if we lose to Leicester and get a title, I wouldn't care either. Because we're getting the fucking title, so... Good tackle by Balde. Rodriguez, a player to watch. Everyone knows he's back and he's ready to go all over again. I'm just hoping he makes it to the fucking Champions League final, because we know that Wilson won't. Serrano, Carpenter, near post, just off target. Try to get it just the other side of Meslier. Ran out of room. It's not like we've not been threatening. We have. We just haven't found the goal yet. Rodriguez launching it forward to Carpenter. I think it's offside, but we're just going to do it anyway. He was offside at some level there. But you don't know until you try, I suppose. Free kick goes the way of Leicester. Launch it towards McTominay. Peters wins the header. Serrano. Rodriguez. Ali. Serrano. Good effort. Meslier had to be ready at his near post. Serrano towards Martin. Second bite of cherry. Held by Melier. Sutherland gets enough on the header. Poor touch from Young. Good interception by Martin. But God forbid I defend to get to keep it. Well done by Miranda though. Knew I was going to Ali there. It was blindingly obvious. Ealing Jr. Try to get inside. He does get inside, and Hurtado has to be equal to it. Corner now to the Foxes. Good play from Leicester. Nearly a goal. Corner instead. Ball in. Ali will head it away. But to Leicester again here. Ball in. Miranda just about gets enough on it to steer it away. Serrano. Ali. Miranda. Rodriguez. Young. I'll try and get back inside to Rodriguez, but he went on the outside for some reason. There's now offside, so unlucky, I guess. Learn where to run, I guess, or two. So he's not played in like 7 months. Slowly started getting back. Can't be too harsh. Our 4th game back, actually. My apologies. Get as much as I can out of Rodriguez since I've had nothing from him this season because of his injury. So excuse me if I'm starting him every game. Purely because he's one of my favourite players. And because he can fucking score out of nothing. 1-0 Hartlepool. The captain is back. Can't you tell? No, is he back? He's probably going to take over, to be honest. It's a bit rude of him to do so that quickly, but he is going to do it. Unfortunately, that's how it goes on the sticks. Realistically, Melier should be doing better, but that's a different matter. Sometimes, when you're coming up against Carlos Rodriguez, it's impossible to do better than your best. Which I understand, he's a very good player. I can sympathise a little bit because he's such a fucking baller. It's understandable, really. Have a nice day. Leicester looking to try and equalise now. Oh my God, Pater's thrown across the floor. Good tackle. Get it away. Going to be over to Carpenter. It's good block. Poor tracking from me, to be honest. Sorry. What? How's he done that then? I've never been able to do a finish like that. It's a great ball through to him. I've not tracked it at all, I'm going to be honest, but what's he scored with? His shoulder? His head? I need another angle on this. That is his head. But that Hurtado needs to be doing better there if he wants to get a Champions League final. 1-1. It's just going to be goal fests today, apparently. The order is goal fests. Great ball over to Ealing Jr. and a great finish, but should be reading that better and saving that better, really. I've committed a centre-back. I'm very smart like that. What? I thought I had that ball. I thought Sutherland won the ball there. Nah, bugger it. Don't trust his game. That was my B clearance, was it? Right, cool. Bounces to Ritter, of course it does. Why would the fucking bounce favour me, you know what I'm saying? Corner Leicester. Kimmich to take. Ali gets enough on it to be a throw into Leicester. Billing Jr. gets tackled and it comes off him last, I think. Goal kick goes the way of Hartlepool. It's an interesting header, that's quite cool to be honest. Also, I don't think I've ever been able to do that. I don't think I'd ever be allowed to. This game doesn't rate me that much. It's not where I've aimed it, but it could work. Young. Oh, never mind. Oh, can I? Yep, thank you. Peters, after being initially confused, does get the ball. Ali. Rodriguez. Good block. That's actually a really good save. Carpenter. Can't turn his man. And Leicester will get it away. Maybe they'll get one more chance before the break. If I can't switch to Peters, I definitely will. But now it's Sutherland. And now it's Martin. And now that's going to be it. For the half. 1-1 at the break. Another half to go before we get our Premier League title. We will get our Premier League title today, which is not the problem. It's just I would like to win, you know? Rodriguez for the goal, Illing Jr. with an immediate equaliser. Fair enough, I suppose. Take a look around the grounds. 2-1 to Manchester City over Brentford. 1-0 to Nottingham Forest over Brighton. 1-1 between Fulham and Burnley. 1-0 to Newcastle over Crystal Palace. And 1-0 to Manchester United over Wolves. With Norwich and Bournemouth playing later. As we go into the match facts, this is how it looks. We've been the better team by quite a way, as you can probably tell, because we just are the better team. And also, we are the Premier League champions. Just waiting for our title now. 54 to 46 in terms of possession. 7 shots to 3. 2.1 expected goals to 0.5 as well. Not too shabby, Alonso. So let's get into the second half and wrap this up. Win, lose or draw, we win the Premier League title anyway. But I'm just hoping we can end it on a high note. Still got one more game after this as well against Tottenham. But I'm not taking that seriously at all because we've done what we need to do. And I'm focusing more now on the Champions League. Goal kick after it comes off Illing Jr. Showing that deflection from Martin earlier. I'm not sure why, but fair enough, I guess. Prevent Leicester from going ahead, I suppose. Peters into Young. Carpenter. Poke through. Great fucking choice from Meslier, to be honest, to come out for that. Poor throw though. Past McTominay, glides past him without an issue. Inside to, well, intentionally for Carpenter, but the pass, direct pass won't go directly to the player, would it? It's only a direct pass. Miranda gets a foul in, and De Oliveira follows up. Ref doesn't play the advantage in the end, which is fair enough. I did foul him in the first place. Ball coming in from Ruben Neves. Whatever he decides to play it in. Falling asleep here, mate. Okay. It's a good header. I was hoping one of my defenders might get in the way, but hasn't done. Number 6 for Leicester nearly puts them ahead. Ricardo's quick reflexes prevent that. To be delivered by Kimmich. Once again, Ali heads it away to Rodriguez. I don't know if I really want him on the counter, but we're going to go with him on the counter for now. Carpenter's there. Carpenter can cut in. Sends the goalkeeper and 2 Leicester players. That's fucking Luca Carpenter, by the way. The man who has been a fucking complete turnaround of his former self. Sends the Leicester players to the shops. Sends Meslier to the floor. Look at this. Beautiful. I was going to pass it off, but then I saw the open net and took it on. Why not? Great play by Carpenter. And a finish as well. Just considering bringing him off for Blanchard. Probably still will do that at some point, but not just yet. Both players deserve to be involved in the title lift. I don't know if Rodriguez really deserves to be the one lifting the title, but it was the plan from the beginning, so I'm not going to divert from it. Corner, I think. Miranda tries to keep it in to prevent it, but it doesn't happen. Rocca coming off for Prieto. The Messi regen makes his move onto the pitch. One, I don't understand why I don't start him, and 2, I don't understand why I don't start him. Well, then my second point was how did that far down the league when he got him? Equaliser, saved by Hurtado. Was a chance there. Leicester moving it around well. Caught by Hurtado. Counter perhaps. Young has the pace, we know that. Saw that against Manchester City. Was not intended for Carpenter because there was an open player named Zakaria Peters, but that's alright. Miranda with a foul. Game plays on. Sutherland gets there before Prieto. Get it out of there probably. Ahead of Prieto as well. Young. Sutherland on the overlap, but we're going to play it inside to Carpenter. And one more to Rodriguez. Well, it was meant to be, but in the pass decided it just was going to fuck itself in the arse. Serrano. All the way through it. Carpenter. Intercepted. Peters, great work again. Young. Oh, off target. We're going to make a couple of changes anyway, but off target. On comes Malik Diop. He deserves a fucking starring spot, as does Maresca. Carlson deserves a bit of love as well, but I can't bring both strikers off, so we're just going to bring off Blanchard. Or bring off Blanchard. Roberts as well. There we go. Quad sub. So over 20 minutes to go. Brian McTominay right there. Let's see that. I thought they've got all these fucking superstars, Leicester, and then they've got McTominay. The biggest one of them all, arguably. Is he playing right back? Sutherland. Blanchard off the bench. Blocked. I don't know what Meslier is doing, but I'm not going to say no to a free goal. Carlos Rodriguez gives us a 2-goal cushion. Unselfish from Blanchard. He could have just kept shooting till it went in, but saw Rodriguez in a bit of space. Initial shot was blocked. I don't know what Meslier is doing. But what I do know is that we've got the lead. Well, we've extended the lead actually. We already had it. McTominay makes way for... Is that Nkapi? I don't know if they had Nkapi or if he went somewhere else. Miranda. Rodriguez, by the way, 5 goals in 6 Premier League matches. Give him a whole season, he would have ripped this fucking league apart. That's... Yeah, that's exactly where I aimed it. Not to the player that was open. Don't be silly. Miranda. Tackle by Ealing Jr. Throw in goes Hartlepool's way. De Oliveira. Sutherland. Prieto with a tackle now. We'll get thrown off the other side. I just keep switching it and they keep slide tackling me? Is that what's going on here? Miranda on to Roberts. Rodriguez through the gap. Maresca. Oh, I tried to go unselfish with it. I should have just gone selfish with it. Diop. Imagine. And it was never going to happen because it's Malik Diop, but you got to imagine sometimes. Sometimes once in a blue moon that shit comes off. Not today though, unfortunately. In for Ealing Jr. Headed by Miranda. It was meant to go further, but I think Ealing Jr. got in the way of it. Roberts. Gets past his man. Rodriguez I think was slightly off. Bollocks. Diop. Oh, come on. No, as usually, you bastard. Oh, De Oliveira, nice, lovely. Who would play? You. Oh, you. Idiot. Talking to myself there because it's just such a shit pass idea from me. Rutter win the header thanks to pressure. Oh, good save for Tado. The ball really wanted to fall for them again. Ruben Neves, the opportunity, tried to block it with De Oliveira, but apparently he wanted to go out the way of it. And Hurtado gets a hand to it. Not really a fan of Hurtado's saving style, but as long as it's not going in the net, I'm not really caring. Blanchard gets enough of a header on it to clear it initially. To be kept in by Ealing Jr. Good play. Good save. Oh, it was offside anyway. Was that Prieto? Offside there, on that one there, over there. Minutes away now, ladies and gents, from the Premier League title lift. We know we've won it. Let's embrace it. So that's a seal a deal too. Oh, he took a touch instead of shooting straight away. Pressed to shoot straight away, game said nah. Cool mate, no worries. Way it goes, I suppose. Miranda, that could have been a problematic tackle if I'd followed through with it, but thankfully not. 7 minutes? Why are you delaying our title lift? What's fucking happened where it needs 7 minutes? Good block, De Oliveira. What events have occurred where 7 minutes are required on the clock? Nothing, exactly. Shut up. You don't know me. Go on, Rodriguez. For the hat-trick. Not quite the hat-trick there. Slightly off target there, sir. Yeah, missed that by just a little bit. It's no worries though. Slightly off target from Carlos Rodriguez. Blanchard. One more for the road. Rodriguez for the hat-trick. This time he does do it. To secure the Premier League title, the captain comes in with a hat-trick. Absolutely love it. It had to be to get us over the line. I think Melier gets adds to it, but nothing doing. from in there. Oh no, he doesn't. It looked like on that other angle he got hands to it. A hat-trick for Carlos Rodriguez, and more importantly, the Premier League title coming to Victoria Park. Let's enjoy it. Let's embrace it. Hartlepool United, the best team in England. The players are ecstatic. Rodriguez comes back like he never left. A hat-trick. Carpenter with the other goal. Ayling Jr. gets one for Leicester, but it's not going to matter in the general scheme of things. The boys group up as they prepare to lift their Premier League title. This team fucking deserves it as well. Talk about setback city. Especially with Rodriguez being out the majority of the season. But thankfully, he's back in time. Carlos Rodriguez goes up to the podium. And he's going to lift the Premier League title. Step one is complete. Today we become the best team in England. Next episode, well, 2 episodes time actually, we have the opportunity to become the best team in the world. Rodriguez and the boys parading the trophy around Victoria Park. What a team. W career. Thank you very much, mate. It's been one of the more fun ones I've ever done in my life. W career. Indeed. We've just got one more step to take. Premier League champions. 9 seasons it's taken. That man, the Peruvian Prince, comes back like he never left, but this team is something special. This team is the GOAT team that we've ever used. And let's go back and watch Rodriguez's hat-trick that secured us the deal. Goal number 1. Ali knocks it back into the path, and Rodriguez drills it past Meslier. Beautiful finish from the Peruvian Prince. Goal number 2. Coming from the side, Blanchard got the rebound and laid it off unselfishly to Carlos Rodriguez. The initial shot coming from the number 10, putting it to the path of the number 9. Great play. And then the final goal to complete the hat-trick. He had to take on himself, and he does. Thunders it in. First match ball since he returned. But not only is he taking on the match ball, he lifts the Premier League title. We've done it. Best team in England. But it's not over yet. Next time, we've got a Champions League final. We've still got one more game today as well, to be fair, against Spurs to come. A hat-trick of goals and an 8.7 from Rodriguez. An assist as well from him for the Carpenter goal. Number 9 involved in every single goal to be scored today by Hartlepool. An assist from Taha Ali in as well, and an 8 rating for him. Back 4, decent ratings. Hurtado with a 5 shots, 4 saves, and 1 conceded. Decent rating, could have been better, but it is what it is. A brace of assists from Akele Blanchard. And Carpenter goal, 6.8 as well from him. And the ratings of the rest of the players. Man of the match for them, if you could pick one, goes to Ayling Jr. It was a nice goal he scored, to be fair, but it was a bit of a weird one. And the rest of the Leicester ratings. as well as their player ratings as well. Ilian Meslier, 7 shots, 3 saves, 4 conceded. Not a great day for the Frenchman, and the assist coming from somebody who is out of position at right back, but Scott McTominay gets the assist in a 6.1. These are the rest of the players. Why Prieto keeps coming off the bench, I'm unsure, but he does. But the Premier League title gets lifted. And it doesn't matter what happens in our last game against Spurs. I'll probably give some players their send-offs that won't play in the Champions League final, probably. We'll give some of the players their exits. We'll welcome back when he's ready. Even if we lose to Spurs, it doesn't matter. We're more or less a full rotated team. Rodriguez can lead this team to great things. He's already led us to the Premier League. I mean, granted he hasn't done much, but since he's come back, I think he scored 6 goals in just 3 Premier League appearances. There's a small chance he could break into that top 25 mark. We won't stop winning for a while. We've got 2 more games to go. Hopefully we can win them both. Premier League title done. We've got 1 more game to see us over the line. Ali's happy to get the game. Progress assessment. What's it going to tell me off for, even though we just won the Premier League? Expanding our brand. What was that? I think it was signing players in America, wasn't it? I was only going to do that if we necessarily needed to save our manager rating, but we'll be fine. Some reason we're in the orange despite winning the Premier League and being a Champions League final, so don't know how manager rating works. What I do know is that we've got 1 more game to go. We're an 8-point gap now. It's not going to really matter a jot. Top 4 is pretty much secured as well. Everything's signed, sealed, and delivered for the season, so we'll all just be having fun on the last day. This is how the league table looks for anyone interested as we read down. A couple of places might change, but there's going to be no real changes to relegation zones, to top 4s, to European spaces. It's all just going to probably remain more or less the same in the important parts. But this is a chance now. It was going to possibly be a title decider, but this game against Spurs now is a chance to give all the players that won't probably star in a Champions League final a send-off before we end this series. As you can see by the calendar now, 2 games to go. 1 will be away at Spurs. 1 will be Champions League final against Leverkusen. So I think I just saved over there, but I'm just double checking because my memory's awful. I did, yeah. Thought as much. Right. Final game of the Premier League history for Hartlepool. Comes up against second place Spurs. It could have meant something, but it means absolutely nothing now. Rodriguez hat-trick hero against Leicester. Rodriguez scored the final goal of the game to complete his hat-trick and help his team seal a 4-1 win against Leicester. Fernando Maresca's Hartlepool United struggles continue. I mean, he's doing alright. It's not the end of the world because we've got to where we want to be, and he's actually been quite good. So I don't know why this is getting shown. Desperate to get the best out of Maresca, Shabalala has tried fielding the player in several different positions. The midfielder seems to have struggled wherever he plays in the team. With the manager, or will the manager now have to make a decision on his player's long-term future at Hartlepool United? Team of the week: Aitor Miranda, Taha Ali, and Carlos Rodriguez all make it in. Arsenal beat their rivals, so I'm presuming they beat. Who would they beat? And not Spurs, because they didn't play Spurs. Spurs look to improve against Hartlepool. It's all too easy for Hartlepool United last time the teams met as they countered to a 2-0 victory against Tottenham Hotspur, who were looking for a better performance this time round. And it would make a difference to the title race had we not already just run off with it. But I'm not reading this because it makes no sense because we know we've already won the league title. I'm Hartlepool repeat triumph over Leicester. This victory sees Hartlepool United complete a league double over Leicester this season, having already beaten them earlier in the campaign. And when they used to be our bogey team. Don't think anyway, we're going to get fucking Wilson back for the Champions League final, really. A man can dream. But some of these players are going to get the send-offs. Before that, though, pre-match press conference. Can we keep the victories coming? Don't care if we do, don't care if we don't. As long as we do, I don't know, actually. To be honest, I'm not really fussed about this game. 8 points clear. And we could end the day 11 points clear. Although City, if they win, will end the day 10 points clear. But my point is, or 9 points clear, whatever it is, we've won the league. Not really arsed. I always forget Stellini. The short time Stellini was in charge of them is when we started the fucking career mode. Which is like, I think it was like early May, late April, so it's been a 10-month journey. We've got to respect them. We're going to be rotating heavily. Giving some of their players, or some of our players, their final match. This is kind of going to be the game where if you're not made it quite to the grade of the Champions League final, you'll get a run out anyway, just to say goodbye. So with that in mind, in comes Nicholas Nielsen. In comes Douglas Moffat. Some of these might still star in the Champions League final, but Felix Chavez and Ike Martin, George Dickinson, Malik Diop, Fernando Maresca, Aaron Partridge, who's really leaning for Rodriguez cover anyway, but now Rodriguez is back. We don't need the Rodriguez cover. Jesper Karlsson, Taha Ali, Seo Yun Young. That all sounds about right. Is there anyone I've missed? These free agents I'm not really too fussed about, being honest with you. But I think all the backup players I want to give a send-off to are all in here. And they may, like I said, some of these may still get Champions League minutes if we need to sub them on, but for most of these, it's going to be the last game in a Hartlepool shirt for them. That is unless we lose the Champions League final, in which case they might get some more game time. But Nicholas Nielsen, Douglas Moffat, left back and captain. What a fucking warrior he's been. Since season 1, he's stayed with his team. He's hung in, held on to a place in this side. Deserves this. George Dickinson, a very solid right back. Just doesn't get ahead of Miranda from me. Martin and Chavez, they may still get involved in the final, but probably not for Chavez, maybe for Martin, but two reliable centre-backs. Malik Diop, what a man. I did not expect to have him till the end. I'll be transparent with you. We signed him from Portsmouth, and I half expected him to be gone before we even hit the Premier League, to be honest. I didn't expect him to grow to how he has. He's a bit shaky sometimes, but still very good. Fernando Maresca, the same scenario, but he was better than Hobbs. He was better than whoever else we had there, so he remains involved. Taha Ali, Seo Yun Young probably will be involved in the Champions League final. Young is a guarantee because we've got Wilson injured. Jesper Karlsson might come off the bench, but what a fucking super sub he's been. He scored so many goals on so many big occasions. Once I noticed that his finishing was so fucking high up, I thought I have to get him involved. 90 finishing, I believe it was initially. He's gone to 92 now, but he can just find a goal out of nothing. Aaron Partridge, he was really just Rodriguez cover. Hasn't really lit the world on fire, but decent little player. And we'll give him his send-off as well. Probably won't get involved in the Champions League final. And that is our starting 11 to say goodbye to some of these players. It's still a very strong 11. It will give Spurs some issues, but if we lose, we lose. Not the end of the world. We've got the Champions League final to look forward to now. We've won the Premier League. But that is the team. The last time we'll see this team together. The last time we'll see most of these players. Nielsen in between the sticks, Moffat left back and captain, Dickinson right back, Chavez and Martin the centre back, CDM slash centre mid Diop, Maresca centre mid slash Cam, Young off the left, Ali off the right, Carlson and Partridge up top. At the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium for the final Premier League game of this series. It's Spurs versus Hartlepool. In the end, it doesn't mean anything really. It could have meant a title decider, but we've just showed so much quality, as we have all season, to get the Premier League title sorted early, and we're just going to send off some of these very good players that we won't see again. Through 9 seasons, we have taken this team from the bottom of the Football League all the way to the top. Through setbacks, through thrashings, through glory, through everything. The final time we will play in the league. We played our final game at Victoria Park to beat Leicester and lift the Premier League title. This is our final Premier League game ever. Just reference, if it does go to a season 10, we'll be doing Champions League only. That's why I'm saying that. We may still get more games in Victoria Park. But either way we look at it, this is our last Premier League game. We will only be simulating Premier League games if it goes to a season 10. Because we've already done the glory in the Premier League. But I'm just hoping that the stars will align and we'll get it done for season 9 against Leverkusen. 90 more minutes for some of the greatest players to grow through this system. Some have come through the youth academy, some have come off the free agents, but all of them will be Hartlepool legends, and all of them will be remembered as some of the best to put on. Well, today the red and black, but usually the blue and white. And win, lose or draw here against Spurs, it does not matter a jot to me. What matters to me is giving quite a few of these players their last minutes on the pitch for this brilliant club that I've had the pleasure of managing the whole way through. There's been times, yeah, I've been wanting to fucking give it up. There's been times I've wanted to stop the career. But I'm glad I stuck to it. I'm glad I kept going with it. Tammy Abraham blazing that over the bar. I remember the last time we played Spurs, it was that 2-0 win that was talked about earlier by the media. Tammy Abraham had about 6 or 7 chances and just blazed every single one over. It just reminded me there when he fucking blazed that one over. I wish there was a few more stakes on the line to end this Premier League season, but the top 4 is sorted, the Premier League title is sorted, the relegation battle is sorted as well. It's kind of just chilling, which I guess is a good thing, but also you want a bit more interest on the final day. But we're just doing what's good for us. All that matters is we've won the Premier League. I don't care about what every other team does. Trying to find a way past this 5 back of Spurs is going to be a pain, which luckily it's not like too much pressure to try and do, but still want to at least once. Partridge can't get out shot properly. And it's Edison to collect. Well, it's an incredible season from us. And whatever we do in this game is irrelevant because of how well we've done all season. FA Cup maybe didn't go to plan. No, it's not the end of the world. Treble was the goal from the outset for this final season. It doesn't always go smoothly. Fairy tales aren't always written. But we've got 2 out of the 3, and that is more than enough. If one of those is a Champions League, that's fine by me. I don't care what else we win. But we have got it, the Premier League, the best team in England now. I think it's been known for a while, but we've secured it this season. We were in a 3-way title race last season, and we bottled it. This time, there was no bottle. There was a bit of a faltering in form at the start of April, but no bottle. Regained our composure, regained our form, and got the results we needed and deserved. Carlson, try to play it for it. Partridge, close down. Maresca picks up the interception there. Young, Carlson, try to play up to Maresca. It's going to bounce through it. Partridge, but eventually fall to Spurs. But Partridge again, try to press the advantage. Can't seem to keep hold of the ball that we try and win back. It's a shame that we'll see some of these players for the last time, to be honest with you, because they've all been very good. They've all had incredible spells with the club. Maybe the only one you could say not is Partridge, but that's because he's coming very, very late. And he's done what he needed to do. He was an option. He scored a few goals. Everybody else will be remembered. I mean, Partridge will probably be remembered as well, but maybe not as fondly. Or maybe fondly, but not as memorably because he's not done as much. Malik Diop into Seo Yun Young. He's got the ability to get past everyone if he wants to. Against his pre-gens former club here. Carlson, Maresca was intended for Partridge, but Maresca was a good option too. It's just a bad touch from me. Good footing by Diop. Partridge. Blocked off a bit. Carlson. Takes it inside. Yes, but Carlson, it's only right that he gets a fucking send-off goal. What he's contributed to this club this season. Some late winner, well, in the last 2 seasons with Rodriguez being perennially injured. Carlson's filled that stopgap brilliantly, and it only makes sense that he gets a send-off goal. Only makes sense that he gets one for the road. There's a slim chance it'll get subbed on in the Champions League final, but if he doesn't, he signs off with a goal. 12 and 22. A brilliant backup striker. Couldn't ask for better. And we lead Spurs at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Just having a bit of fun today, aren't we, boys? Partridge. Carlson could double the lead here. He's offside. I tried to make space for the opportunity because I knew the defence would close me down. Marginal. Could have been 2 in the space of 2 minutes. Closed down though. Diop can't get there ahead of Tammy Abraham. Launched out towards the weighing Ansu Fati. Intercepted by Dickinson. I didn't check the goal leaderboard beforehand. Fati might still be over Carpenter, and if he is, it's not the end of the world. Might be on similar goals. I don't really know or care. Carpenter will probably come on at some point anyway. Partridge, I wanted to knock that into the path of Young, but Young didn't move like I wanted him to. That's poor from me. Very poor from me. Odogi. Played inside, good save by Nielsen. And honestly, being real, this might be an audition for Nielsen to get that Champions League final spot. I like Hurtado, but Nielsen, whenever I've given him game time, is always putting a good load of saves. Now give me a choice to make. Partridge. I think he's off. Good save from Ederson anyway. Strong save. But Partridge just off. Knee rolling him offside there. Tomorrow launches it towards Tammy. Pretty sure at one point in this career as well, and I'm not going to go and try and find it and pinpoint it because it'll take ages, but I'm pretty sure Spurs offered me, well, they wanted to buy one of my players, and they offered me Tammy in a swap deal with extra money because of how bad he was doing, and I don't remember when it was. It will have been within the last 3 seasons because that's when he signed him from Leeds, but I just don't remember which of them, which episode it was. I'm not going to go back and look because I can't be arsed. Carlson, Maresca, great save. Ederson again, reads it well. We'll get the corner out of that, I think. To close out the first half. Young to deliver. Towards Ali for some reason. Chavez. I don't know why Chavez is hanging on the edge of the box and Ali's in the middle. It should be the other way around, really, but it's fine. Bailey will dribble it clear. We lead 1-0, to be honest, which I didn't expect, but not the end of the world, really. Win, lose, or draw, I'm not really bothered, like I said. But Carlson gets a send-off goal minimum, which is fantastic for him. Lord knows he deserves that. We lead Spurs 1-0 at the break on the final day of the season. These are the other results at half-time on the final day. Wolves drawing 1-1 with Southampton at the Molineux. Manchester United drawing 1-1 with Norwich at Old Trafford. Bournemouth leading Chelsea 1-0 at the Vitality Stadium. 1-0 to Newcastle, or sorry, 1-0 to Arsenal over Newcastle at the Emirates. 1-0 to Fulham over Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park. It's 1-0 to Burnley over Aston Villa at Turf Moor. Continuing to read down, it's 1-0 to Manchester City over Leicester at the King Power Stadium. 2-2 at half-time, fucking hell, between Brentford and Nottingham Forest at the Brentford Community Stadium, and then 1-1 between Brighton and Liverpool at, God forbid, what's their fucking stadium name? The Amex, there we go, Jesus Christ, brain fart there. 1-1 between Brighton and Liverpool. At Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, it's 1-0 to Hartlepool. Is it deserved? We've had more expected goals. They've had more opportunities, though. 66-34 in terms of possession in favour of the away side. 5 shots to 3 in favour of Spurs, though. 1.9 expected goals to 0.8. We have the lead in that. 45 minutes. The last 45 minutes of our Premier League season. We may make some changes. I think we'll give Carpenter one more cameo. Rodriguez, we could probably rest until the Champions League final, really. Maybe give some of these guys some cameos, potentially. Probably not, though, because this is a send-off for these players. The reason I was half thinking of bringing on Carpenter is because of the fact that it could be pivotal for the Golden Boot race, but we're just going to leave the plan. We're just going to not make any changes at all. The only one I would love to change is Young, because we've got him for the Champions League final now because we've got no Wilson, but I think Partridge is offside again. He's not, though. Young, try to get back to Partridge again. Couldn't get a shot off from that angle, and Partridge was there, but a good interception. Ball through to Tammy. Going again. Abraham rushes through. Nielsen closes down the angle. Very smart. Ball back in. Great save again from Nielsen. It's offside, I believe. Against, I think it was Leon Bailey, who's now being subbed off for Cody Gakpo. Weird to think that this is not, well, as far as I can get to it, not had a real player involved at all. Well, obviously at first we had to use some real players to get over the line, but since we brought in the regens and the youth academy players, that's all we've used. That's just mad to think about to me. Partridge. He does get one as well. He's not really been a massive fixture of this career mode, because we only signed him in January just in case we didn't have Rodriguez to come back. But Partridge, he hasn't complained, he hasn't mumbled, he hasn't been upset about his role. A professional all the way, and he deserves a goal as well before he goes. That's kind of all I wanted from the strikers, 1 goal each. Anybody else can do what they want in this game. Solid performances overall so far from everybody, especially Nielsen as well at the back. Spurs have had some very good chances, and Nielsen has been on job. Like I said, maybe an audition to be featured in that Champions League final. Just don't know. Carlson. Saved by Ederson, it could have been 3. Sweet trying it, and Partridge chasing it down. It's an emotional moment, to be fair. It is. It's mad. It's mad emotional. To think that we're coming to an end of some... I mean, this project, this career mode, I've been doing it since last April. And it wasn't meant to take all the way up until February to finish off. I was meant to do it by New Year. But with various things getting in the way, illnesses, injuries, jobs, appointments, everything else. Just anything under the sun. Plans didn't obviously stick as plans. Things are going to change as you go, and it was meant to be done by the end of 2023, and then for 2024 I would go into FC 24 and would go again with somebody else, but things have changed. But it is going to be this month that it gets completed, and it's kind of hit me a bit, you know. We'll never see these in the Premier League again. We'll never see these players probably wear the shirt again. The majority of them. Moise Kean coming off for Tammy Abraham, which begs the question, why wouldn't you just start Kean? Because he's probably a higher rating, younger than Abraham. Probably could score a goal. Though I've crossed that in. Carson's tiny. Diop. Maresca can knock that on. Ali tries one. Ederson grabs it a second time around. I believe we've done nearly 100 streams of this career mode, which is mad commitment to the fucking series. But I'm happy. On one hand, I'm happy it's coming to an end, because my god, it's taken forever. But on the other hand, not playing with these players again is going to be mad. Partridge can't get around. Does win the ball back though. Initially, Tamori gets there. Fucking hell, it's a goal fest at the Brentford Stadium. 4-2 to Forest. Fatty trying to get slowed down by Dickinson. Didn't happen. Martin can't get there ahead of Keane, but it's wide. It might have actually come off Martin's head. I can't really tell from that angle. Guess we'll see what the referee decides. Goal kick or corner, and then we'll figure out what the last touch. It's a goal kick, which means Keane's just put that way off target. Chavez just feeling himself a little bit. Fair enough, mate. Young. Carlson. Partridge. Maresca. Ali. Diop! Oh, imagine if we could get him a send-off goal. He might come on for Peters at some point in that Champions League final, to be fair, but I'm still wondering if we do start Diop, because he's been here such a long time, but I can't do it based on longevity. I've got to do it based on performances, and Peters just been a lot better this year. But Diop's by no means been bad. Since season 4 we've had Malik Diop. Great save by Nielsen. That one does sneak in from Moise Kean though. 1 goal back for Tottenham. I thought maybe we'll get a second save there. Nielsen's had a really good game as well. Would like to see him be going with a clean sheet, but it's a good finish into the bottom left from Keane. Yeah, I'm good, Demonid. I'm no problem. It's just weird that I'm not going to be using this team again and in the Premier League. Just feels weird that we've got one more step to go. I know it's only a video game at the end of the day, but some of these players you get attached to, especially in a Youth Academy career mode, they don't exist. So the way you can fucking think about using them again is in career mode. Because you're not basing them off real life. These are people that you'll never see on the real game. I mean, you will for the opponent teams. But you won't for us. Down the wing. Moffat, please get there. He does. Carlson. Partridge, turn and shoot. Oh, unlucky. Carvalho gets in the way. Are we going to be doing a YA challenge in FC? I do want to, because I do like the style of career mode, but I don't know if I can be bothered to put the time in, if that makes sense. I quite like the idea of just rebuilding teams. Maybe I'll do a career mode, but not Youth Academy. Great save again by Nielsen. We are not picking up Keane at all. I'm still undecided. I mean, if it's what people want to see, I'll maybe try another one, but I'm quite happy with just doing a normal career mode next year, or maybe even no career mode at all. Go on, Carlson. Send yourself off, mate. I think it might be offside. It's not offside. We're going to get some Carlson limbs. Fans of Tottenham are very unhappy how much they've bottled this, but it's Tottenham. They should be used to this. Granted, they did win the Premier League title last year and they're quite far off the pace this year. Jesper Karlsson will score the last goal in the league for Hartlepool, and it will wrap up 3 more points. I'd say finish what we've got. What, with Hartlepool? I'm going to finish the Hartlepool save and then decide from there. I would like to do another career mode, but I don't know if it... A, it would get the views, B, it would get the attention, and C, if I could be bothered to put the work in again. Especially on FC24. This game's just about playable. FC24 is not. I was thinking of doing some kind of career mode on there, but I just don't know what. Played a 15 seasons. What, with this team? I think we've got to let it come to a natural conclusion at the Champions League. But I'll maybe do a 15 season one on 24. But I think on this one, my controller batteries are low, which means I'll probably die momentarily. I thought I charged them, but it's fine. Oh, okay, cool. Well, there we go. It's been a really good save, but I think we've got to let it come to a natural end at the Champions League. I might see with the Man United rebuild, if I could stay in charge for long enough, I may do a 15 season for that. But as much as I love these boys, I'm not doing 6 more seasons with them. I think the natural way of ending it is by securing the Champions League. Before we go any further, I will just quickly change my batteries. So bear with me. Probably hear me changing them. Oh man, well, last game of the league. What if you lose though? Don't put that in my head, please. Nah, in all seriousness, if we do lose, I'll do another. For season 10. I'll just play the Champions League games only, because we've got the Premier League. We just need to get the Champions League. 61 to 39 in terms of possession, 14 shots to 10 in favour of Spurs, 3.9 expected goals to 2.6. We were the better team, but we didn't really even come out with a full lineup, which shows that maybe Spurs gave up, which is fair enough. Carlson In his send-off, gets a brace of goals and a 9.2. Moffat with an 8.3. Young with an 8.1. Nielsen with a 7.8. Should have kept a clean sheet today, but unfortunately got beaten. 9 shots, 8 saves, 1 conceded. A great display from the Dane. 2 assists from Taha Ali, and he gets a 7.7. A goal and an assist from Partridge in his last game. A 7.7 for the Harry Kane region. A 7.5 for Diop. 7.3 for Chavez. 7.1 for Dickinson. Maresca and Martin apparently got 6.5 and 6.4, but I don't think they were that bad. Right? I think the game is just being mean. Man of the match for them, if you could pick one, was Moise Keane with a goal and a 7.7. 7.7 as well for Fatty, so I guess you could take your pick. I think Fatty's going to get the top goal scorer award because I didn't use Carpenter for most of the last games, which ain't the end of the world. Ederson, 8 shots, 5 saves, 3 conceded. Elmas with an assist and a 7.2. And these are the rest of the Spurs players and the rest of their ratings. You'd expect better from a team like this, to be honest. A bit more of a contest, at least. And the final goal in Hartlepool Premier League history was a limbs goal. It had to be. Ali threading it through to Carlson, shooting it into the bottom right, past Ederson. What a man he's been. As much as I want to evolve him in the Champions League final, I'm not going to probably bring Rodriguez off. And if I swap Carter for it'll be Carpenter for Blanchard, or the other way around. So that's the end of the Premier League season. And there are your results from other games, if I could scroll through them quick enough. 4-3 in that Nottingham Forest and Brentford game, though. I would have loved to have been there. Carlson sent himself off with goals. Every game he got something, so could have asked for more from him today. The unlikely backup striker. I wasn't going to keep hold of him, but then he started popping off. The first game I gave him a start for, he got a hat-trick against Arsenal in an important game for the title race. And I think my highest point with Jesper Carlson is in the very last minute as well. Another one at Old Trafford in the last kick of the game. He won the game 1-0 for us. Some good memories from all these players. I mean, it won't be the last time we see them, but it'll be the last time we see them on the pitch, because next episode, next stream, goodness knows when it'll be. Probably next Monday now, but the next episode will be a Where Are They Now? Past and present Hartlepool players. We'll give a little accounting of the ones we've got, give them a bit of history, as well as the ones we no longer have throughout all this list. Some of these are players we've scouted, which will have to separate from the ones that have actually been at this club. So all these players. Martinez has lost his rating for some reason, but I've got his rating written down, thankfully. And that will be the next episode. Where are they now? The players that are here and the players that are gone. But the episode after that will be the Champions League final. The stage is set, as we know. We beat Arsenal 6-3 in the semi-finals on aggregate. The stage is set. Bayer Leverkusen, Hartlepool United for the biggest trophy in the game. We are the best team in England. We've confirmed that. Will we be the best team in the world? Just to show you the paths to the finals again. For us, it was perfecting our group. We were insane. We were unstoppable. We then defeated Galatasaray in the round of 16. In the quarterfinals, we overcame Barcelona. The semi-finals was a victory over Arsenal to get here against Leverkusen. For them, it was Group C. They were in top their group ahead of PSG with 13 points. Defeated Sassuolo just about to get past the round of 16. Then defeated Bayern Munich in the quarters and Sporting in the semis. As we take a look then at the end of the Premier League season, this is how the Premier League table ends for this season. We topped the league, 116 goals scored. We were unstoppable when we were on the attack. Man City takes second in the end, but we topped the league, win the Premier League title. 88 points is the total, 9 points clear of Manchester City. Spurs end up finishing third due to that loss on the final day, with Manchester United completing the top four and regaining Champions League football. Arsenal will get Europa League, and then neither Newcastle... I think Newcastle will get Conference League. I don't know exactly how it works, and I guess we'll never know because this is a final season potentially of this career mode. Nottingham Forest 7th, Liverpool 8th, Brighton 9th, 10th or Chelsea. That completes the top half as you continue to read down the Premier League table. 11th is Wolves, 12th is Leicester, 13th are Brentford, 14th for Southampton, 15th are Norwich as they get that magical 40 points that you need to survive, as do Bournemouth in 16th place, 17th for Burnley as well. They were safe as the relegation zone reached Fulham on 31, Aston Villa on 29, and Crystal Palace on just 18 points. Taking a look at the Premier League stats then as well before we go today. We won't take a look at the actual team stats because we can see that before the Champions League final. But for the Premier League stats, then we'll have a look at who got top scorer in the end. My bet's on Fati. 2 goals clear in the end of Luca Carpenter. Ansu Fati with 28. Luca Carpenter in second with 26. Foden in third, 23 for Manchester City. Joint fourth are Rodrigo of Liverpool and Blanchard of Hartlepool United. 22 each. And this is the rest of the top 25. I doubt that Rodriguez sneaks in. Serrano's in there on 17 from Cam, by the way. Garnacho fell all the way down. Carlson makes it onto the list as well. 13 goals in 22 for the Swede. In terms of assists, top assister, Blanchard just kind of laid it off for his strike partner, really, than scoring too many himself. But I think he ended up getting 50 contributions. 50 goals and assists combined in one Premier League season. You must be off your fucking rocker. 28 assists for Blanchard. I think the same for Carpenter got 40 in the end because he got 14 assists. Wilson with 11, Serrano with 10, Simmons, Musiala and Ali joint 5th with 9 each. Simmons for Arsenal, Musiala for Spurs and Ali for Hartlepool. This is the rest of the list as well. Carlson getting 8 assists in just 22 appearances. Hell of a player. This is a hell of a team. We've built a fucking dynasty. Roberts with 6. Sutherland with 6 as well. They sneak in at the bottom of the list. And the clean sheets, the Golden Glove will be shared between 2 Brazilians. 9 seasons in, they're still at the top of their game, by the way. Ederson and Alisson. 12 clean sheets each. Alisson now at Manchester City. Ederson now at Tottenham Hotspur. But 12 clean sheets each for them. The top 5, Lopez with 10 for Wolves. Romero and Devoe with 8 each for Liverpool and Aston Villa. Hurtado ending with 6 clean sheets, which is decent for me. I'll take that. Clean sheets are not my speciality. And I'm pretty sure Nielsen got 1, but he's not going to be on the list here. We don't really care about yellow cards. I don't think we're on the list for any of them. We'll just have a quick scroll through, though. And red cards. Blanchard got a red card, I'm pretty sure, but it looks like it wasn't in the Premier League, so it's fine by me. We'll read the news then, and then for next time, we'll do Where Are They Now? I'll organise all that, get all that sorted. And as you can see here, we already know the winners of the Europa League and Conference League. RB Leipzig winning the Europa League, and Nice winning the Conference League. Is that Tonali? Fair enough. Player tournament announced. For the Conference League, it was Cardenas. For the Europa League, it was De Carvalho. I'm not sure he's a region of, to be honest with you. But Hartlepool United's double vision. When the time comes, we'll be looking to get the Champions League sorted, won, and brought back to Victoria Park. Hartlepool United are a team standing on the brink of making history with the Premier League title already won. Victory today will see them claim the UEFA Champions League with it, and with it, a unique continental double. Supporters are already on standby, ready to celebrate this next step to glory for their club. It'd be great if I could read, wouldn't it? But the preview. UEFA Champions League final preview. Bayer Leverkusen versus Hartlepool United. The stage is set for tomorrow. Well, I mean, we know where. Well, it'll be when I do it, obviously. But when this season's European champions will be crowned, Bayer Leverkusen clash with Hartlepool United in what promises to be an outstanding final. I would involve it in this episode, but I feel like it needs its own episode. I feel like it needs its own stage, and I'm gonna give it its own stage next time around. After the where are they now? We will persist with that Champions League final. So I will get everything sorted for where they now, get all the information written down, ready to go. I've scouted every player that we've had, and it's just about getting all the extra information sorted. But 141 players have come in and out of this Hartlepool Academy, this whole Hartlepool side. 141. I player hoarded a little bit, it seems, apparently. But what I do know is that we will be making that episode a reality next time. From the worst to the best. Some of these are ones we scouted, but you got what I mean as well. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. However, we'll leave it there for today. I'm going to leave it on the Premier League table because Hartlepool United are Premier League champions. That is the next stage for us. That is the finale, hopefully. And that is how the Premier League has ended. Premier League champions. Can we do the double next time? I do not know, but I'm excited to find out. For the next 2 episodes, they will be next week. I will be away between Wednesday and Sunday. But Monday will be when I do Where Are They Now? Hopefully. And Tuesday or Wednesday will be the Champions League final. But I hope you guys have enjoyed the career mode up to this point. The last stage will take place next week. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I'll catch you later. Peace.